Hi, everybody. Welcome to the swamp. If you're not sick of me already, I'm back again. I was just on with Helen and Nathan. Now I've got the lovely Jean with me today for our monthly show, and
Hi, everybody.
I
And
love working with Jean. So
I
um,
like the way you put our pictures right above our heads here. It is
yeah,
very well orchestrated.
I didn't realize it was going to turn out that way, but yeah, I kind of got it. I
Yeah,
got
you're
it
really
fixed
getting
with our
creative.
times
I
underneath. So
I love these
um,
thumbnails. They're really well done. Very well done.
I like to have a lot of fun with those. So
Uh, Yeah.
hello,
Do you
J
do it
Cat
on your
Lady.
phone? Do you do it on your
No, I
phone
do it
now?
on the computer
Yeah.
through Canva.
Okay.
And
It takes time.
see, we got J Cat Lady, we got Book, we got Debbie. Debbie, you just sat with me for 2 hours through the last show.
Uh,
El Castillo, and happy to see you here tonight. This afternoon is personal questions only. Please put them all in caps if you don't mind, so that I can see them. Otherwise, I might miss them, and I still might miss them. So hopefully not. Um, if you would like to make a donation, my PayPal and Venmo links are in the description box below, as well as all of Jean's information to go to her channel and like, subscribe, and share, and her donation and all of that kind of stuff. Everything's in the description box below. So make sure you go show her some love as well.
so do you
And
do, if they do a donation, they get bumped up or not really? It's
I
just,
try to, if I get
okay.
notified in time that they've made a donation, because I don't have members yet, I still have to reapply for monetization. I'm due to do. I can do it now, but I just haven't gotten around to it
Uh-huh.
because I'm still debating if I'm going to do that or not. I might
Hmm.
just leave it as is and just I'm looking into buy me a coffee
Oh,
for
yeah.
donations, and you can do members through them, and it's a lot cheaper than some of the other ones that I've looked at. So actually,
Mm.
that one's free. It doesn't cost anything to set up your page and whatnot. So, and
Wow.
I'm starting to look into setting up a website page.
So
Um,
they can't send you a super sticker or anything, but they can send you something on your PayPal and your Venmo
right.
and
And
all of
so I
those
got my
links.
phone right here. So if somebody sends a Venmo or a PayPal, my phone will beep me and I'll know that, oh,
Uh,
something came through. And so, because it's usually pretty immediate when
yeah.
stuff comes in. And so, but other than that, it's just in order of when you show up and ask the question. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
we were running a few minutes late, J Cat Lady. We were yakking behind stage.
are you
Yeah,
open to doing some mediumship, Sherry?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Sylvia and I have been practicing every Saturday this month. And then next month, we're going to invite another person to come in and then maybe another one, just like one or two at a time, and let them practice. So right now, it's just she and I while we're trying to get a better feel for it and kind of figure out what works for us and what doesn't. I've discovered that I tend to get more feelings with the
Mm-hmm.
mediumship than seeing somebody or hearing a direct message. I'll see
Mm-hmm.
like movie scenes or pictures of something somebody's trying to get across with the emotion that goes with it. Like last week, I picked up uh, walking in, like, not technically in the woods, but like in a park, and the first snow falling. And it blew me away when it happened because it was like I was standing there watching the snow fall. And I was like, I've never seen that before.
Oh,
I've
wow.
never seen snow like that, and a couple of times every 10 years or so it snows down here. It's usually a wet, sticky mess, and there's nothing very pretty about it.
Right.
Um, but I've seen pictures and stuff of that first snowfall that they get up north, and And that's what I was seeing. It was just amazing to stand there and watch. And she was like, yeah, that's like my parents' farm upstate New York, you know, and you
Oh,
stand outside for the first snowfall and watch it. I was like, it was
yeah.
amazing. I've never seen that before. So
That's amazing.
um,
It's really beautiful, isn't it, that you get that validation? And I'm just letting everybody know that our abilities are coming online for everybody. Everybody is
yes,
picking up more and more awareness. We're being upgraded, and our vibration and frequency are becoming attuned to
absolutely.
being able to connect to the higher realms, the other side, so to speak. But yeah. Hey, Aleen, is that you with the somebody with that unicorn? Aleen, was that you that I did that reading for? And I said I loved your unicorn. That's such a cute icon. And you just got a ding on your phone. I didn't know if somebody had given you a donation,
It
but
might have been a Substack. No, it
oh,
was just my insurance company telling me my payments due.
okay, Aleen, I see you there. I still love your icon. It was so cute that whatever message came through, it was like, and it was you and your unicorn too, or something. I don't remember, but I just remember it was very inspiring. It was you're welcome. It was fun. I don't remember specifically, but I remember how happy I was that it came through. So,
I did
but
a personal
mhm.
read for someone, I think it was last weekend. He's in Germany. And so he paid for an hour reading, and then
Oh,
we stayed on and talked for like another 2 hours after the reading was over. It was just flowing. And he had a mediumship question, and we got to going. When we started, I said, I can't promise anything will come through, but we'll see what happens. And sure enough, I started getting stuff about halfway into the reading. It's like I have to kind of warm up to it,
yep.
and then I'll start getting messages. So that was exciting. He's actually a friend of Helen's. He knows Helen
Oh,
uh,
okay.
from quite a while back, and Allie as well. And so I told Helen today, I said, I'm in love. He is just such a lovely gentleman. He's a jazz
Oh,
musician. And
wow.
so we sat and talked music a lot, you know, because
Mhm.
my son's a musician here. I'm like, I can't play anything, but I love to listen. So, um,
Mhm.
but yeah, it was a lot of fun. And
So if anybody wants spirit guide messages or angel messages or messages from loved ones, messages from pets, personal questions, and anything that you would like
an
a reading
oracle
on.
card reading, you
Oh
know,
yeah, a card
I've got
pull.
two
Mhm.
new oracle decks out. Um, Guides of the Hidden
Oh,
Realms by Colette Baron Reed, and
beautiful.
Intuitive Whispers Oracle by Maud Hurst. I
Wow. You're
am
gonna have to
loving these two
your ring
decks.
light, your ring light really picks up the that on the boxes. Like if I put
I had to
something up
put
on
it on a more amber lighting and then like angle it kind of away.
uh-huh.
Otherwise, all you see are two rings in my eyeglasses.
I
Um,
know. You
but
wouldn't believe what what's
Arthur had been fussing at me about, you need a ring light, you need a ring light. I said, yeah, I'm gonna get one. And I just kept putting it off. And then one day I get a message from him. He says, you got a package coming. And I'm like, I do. And he said, yeah, it should be there like Thursday or something.
now, is
I
it
said,
small,
what?
like a 6 inch or a 9 inch?
I think it's
Or is it the
probably
12 inch?
no, it's not a 12 inch. I think it's the 9 inch.
Okay,
It's a
good.
little bit bigger than some of the ones I've seen.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, he sent me a ring light. It was like, Arthur, you don't have to buy me shit. He's like, no, I don't mind. He's like, you
Makes
need
a
a damn ring
difference.
light. And I'm like, okay. So
And
I'll
it's
do it
not
today.
all the time but
Uh-uh.
sometimes it just looks a little more dim. Like this side, there's not as much light as coming from this side, but
Right.
I just
And
looked
with
this way.
this, it has like different settings on how bright it is. as well as different settings as to how blue to amber it goes. And so it took a while playing around with it to get it fixed. In fact, I forgot to turn my other light on.
It looks
I have another
good.
one over here that
It looks good. He did it right. He did you right.
yeah,
That's
and
for
then
sure. Oh, and I
I
wanted to
had
tell
bought
you.
it'll open up to as much as 5 feet tall. It'll hold your phone.
Uh-huh.
It's like a tripod
Tripod. Mm-hmm.
to put your phone on, and it's got 2 built-in ring lights that
Oh
are
my
on either
gosh.
side of the phone. And I just haven't really used it yet because I'm not set up to kind of set it up anywhere right now. So it's like,
You could do
okay, I'll have
affiliate
to.
marketing because I bought this deck from you, or not from you, but you gave on your recommendation. And I also bought the other set of AirPods. These AirPods only last several hours. They don't
The,
last for 8 hours. And sometimes I need them, all
yeah,
day. And so I got the pink ones that you told me about. You gave me the link for the pink ones that have
the Tagri, yeah,
yeah, and it shows you how much they're charged, which is really great. And I don't have to
yeah.
charge the box and until I use them for 3 times.
I've
So
got like 5 or 6 sets. It's like I have the rose gold ones
that's
that
the
go with
one.
my phone because my
Mhm.
phone's rose gold. I've got the blue ones that go with my tablet because my tablet's blue. I've got the white ones that I got in right now that go with the computer. I've got
Mhm.
a set at work, and I've got a couple of others around here somewhere that are just kind of miscellaneous in case I need them. And then because I've bought so much from them, they sent me a thing and said, "Well, you're getting a free gift because of your because you've bought so much." So I got one of these,
Oh,
which fits around your neck. But what's cool is the ends are magnetic, and so
right.
they stick together, so you don't have to worry about it slipping off your shoulders and losing it. Because
Wow.
that's how I lost the last one I had that went around your neck. It slipped off, and I never noticed until I went to put them in. I was like, "Where'd my earbuds go?" I lost them somewhere on campus. I never found them. So, oh my goodness. Oh, good, say Cindy. I'm glad you caught us from the beginning. And let's see. Looks like J Cat Lady is the first one out of the chute. Um, who would like a reading? What kind of reading, J Cat Lady? Great grandson? Wow. Just
And if you could tell us his first name uh
is he here or is he there?
mhm.
Any type of reading. What's his name, J Cat Lady? And is he on this side of the veil or has he passed? And you just want a reading for him. Give her a minute. Hi, Michelle. I was with her on Wednesday night. I did a show with Michelle. Edward is his first name. He's 10 years old, and he's here in the room with me, and he was born on my birthday.
Oh.
Okay. And she said any kind of reading we wanted to do. Well, hello, Edward. Thank you for letting us read your energy. I'm going to pull some oracles for him. Let's see what we get. Jean's going to do her thing, which she's much better at it than I am.
No, everybody has a different set of skills. Believe me, you can run circles around me there, Sherry.
I doubt it, but
So I'm just picking up on his energy, and I feel like he is a very kind soul. I feel like he's going to make a difference in the world, and in the sense that he's going to make a difference in um, like many people's lives. Um, I feel like he's going to, let me see. I'm trying to get this. I see him being it's almost like he's a scientist and he finds something out, or he works on something and it makes a lot of people's lives easier, better, or or he there's something about what he does is for the greater good. And I just see him being very humble, like, like he would have done it um anyway. Like he was interested in finding out the solution to this problem because he knew that there was a solution. So he just kept going and going and trying to figure it out. So he's really smart, he's tenacious, and he's very kind soul. And when sort of this patent or whatever it is that came out that helped people, he was very humble about it and said, no, that's okay. I just, like he did it for the advancement, but so he's a little bit shy that way. He doesn't like to have any of the spotlight on him. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that he's really smart, very humble, kind, but he likes to solve mysteries or problems. He likes to solve things.
Very good. And I think it's, in a way, you were explaining my cards. The first one I drew was the moon, as you can see here. And while a lot of people look at this card as stuff in the shadows, I also look at it as things that are being revealed to you, but not in bright light. So it's, as these ideas start coming to him, things are slowly being revealed to him. And then I pulled the oracle card, Explore Fullness. And considering we just had a full moon on, what was it, Tuesday, Wednesday, then I pulled the moon, and then I pulled Explore Fullness. It
Wow.
kind of all goes together. So that's very powerful. I agree with Jean. And I see him, things happening, things coming up that he's going to be the one that makes a big difference for a lot of people's lives. Something he invents or creates or discovers, but it's like it's really going to be very impactful for people across the scale. Doesn't matter. So yeah, you've got yourself one awesome young man on your hands there. So that's fantastic. Uh, so thank you, Edward, for letting us read for you. And I appreciate it a whole lot. And
All the
let's
best to you
see.
both.
Hi, Joan.
Wisdom Seeker Joan is
Joan
here.
is here. Okay, let's see. Aleen was here. What does October look for me in general?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I hear there's a lot of astrological occurrences, and this there was the lunar eclipse, and I think that the solar eclipse is coming up in October. The lunar eclipse was September, and I think 2 weeks later, I think it is the solar eclipse, because the way it goes around. But so there's like heightened energetic types of dates in October for all of us. I think you're going to be busy. I think that you're going to be a little bit exhausted, if you don't mind me saying. I feel like you're going to be sort of burning the candle at both ends, and it's like you're walking against the wind or walking uphill. You feel like it takes a lot of effort to go through the usual daily motions, and I feel as though they want you. What I'm hearing is just keep going, keep at a steady pace. Don't try and rush through things. Don't try and push through things. Just keep at a steady pace. Do what you can and rest. Do what you can and rest. And but expect that there'll be like this wind at not at the back of you propelling you. It'll be sort of you're walking against the wind, is what I feel. But there will be a lightness and a release of this sort of resistance coming up in the new year, and you'll feel light as a feather, and you'll be like, wow, that was really dense energy. I think you're sensitive to energy, Aleen. I think you'll be sensitive to just the change of the density, and I think that you'll be sensing this in your physicality. Interesting, Aleen.
Very good. I'm just checking my stuff, making sure nothing popped in. All right. The first thing I pulled for you is grace within chaos.
Oh, perfect.
And this is talking about accepting life's complexities, the seduction of distraction. So whatever it is that you've got happening, coming to you in October, this is just to remind you that you will have grace in dealing with it, and that you'll be able to handle whatever it is, any of the chaos around you. You're just going to kind of float right through, because you're going to be surrounded, almost like a cloak of grace is going to come over you, is what I'm seeing. And then I pulled the justice card. So whatever it is that's going on, you're going to see justice also have a firm grip on what it is that's going on for you. Like doors, I feel like doors are going to open, and no matter what chaotic things are going on around you, you're just going to be able to cruise right through it. That's all I'm picking up extra over the cards. It's just that you're going to be able to handle whatever happens. So, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's
And
important.
Edward says, Edward
Sorry.
says, thank you very much for the reading.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, and Aleen says, thank you. New job title and helping parents with health issues. That's why Grace is going to be able to help you through all of that, because that can be overwhelming.
You're welcome, Aleen.
Okay. Chocolate Roses 12. Oh, I like that name. I like chocolate roses too. I like anything that's milk chocolate. I don't care for dark chocolate too much, but I love milk chocolate. In my home purchase, let's do a pendulum with that. Oh, I see you grabbed yours too. Okay. Chocolate roses. Home purchase. Go through next month. I'm getting a yes. Not a strong yes, but a yes.
I'm getting that the contract will be signed, but the closing won't be until November. If you know what that means, like the agreement, or I don't know, I can't think of what that term is, but the contract is going. The agreement of sale will be signed, but the closing, the actual transaction, won't be until November.
And that goes with this. I pulled the Hangman. So you're going to be kind of in a waiting mode. Things are going to happen, but then you're going to kind of have to just hang.
And I think you want that because October is going to be really, the energy. You're going to, it'll be better if it waits until November. Yeah. But as long as you have that contract signed, you'll be fine. And then all those inspections and all that delay and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. Say Cindy is next. When I will be getting some meaningful companionship in my life.
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that, say Cindy. That's I know how difficult that could be.
Well, I feel like your husband is working on lining somebody up for you. I feel like he wants to get somebody who's going to treat you right and be a wonderful companion for you, somebody who's going to love you and take care of you. And I feel like your husband is arranging this. So if you find somebody that is humble, I guess I could say, more heart and less hair, that he's from your husband. Your husband's like, I'm not sending you anybody that has more hair than me. I just feel like there's a very humble, loving companion that is coming into your life, and I feel like your husband has a good hand in the picking him out. And he's this gentleman that is coming into your life is going to need you just as much as you need them, say Cindy. And
yeah,
you two will have this solace. Like, I can't believe we found each other. I can't believe we have so much in common. I can't believe it's almost like you grew up on the same street, or you went to the same high school, or something that you had in common, or that you knew the same people, or something that you had in common and you never knew. It's like your lives started here, your lives went like this, and then now your lives are coming back together again. It's just somebody who you are familiar with, or who has similar history to you. That's what I'm feeling there. Say Cindy. Let me just see what about the timing. Will Cindy meet a unconditional love romantic partner by June of 2025? No. Will Cindy meet her unconditional love romantic partner by September 1st of 2025? That's a yes. Will Cindy meet her unconditional love romantic partner by July 1st of 2025? No. So late summer, August, September. You have about a year here, Cindy, to get all your girlfriend trips out of the way. Yeah, get yourself ready.
absolutely.
I know it's not easy. It's not easy, and really, what it comes down to is he somebody who you can sit across from and have a cup of coffee and a conversation? You know, that's and somebody with a good heart, good energy. All the rest will work itself out. So,
And real quick, aloha to Jonathan, who's here, and Connie, and Bora Bora, and Hippie Hiker. All right. Okay, say Cindy. The first thing I pulled for you was the Three of Wands. So it's gonna be it's gonna be like what you're telling me is it's not just gonna be love with y'all, but it's gonna be companionship. Like you have found that partner. A lot of us don't get lucky enough to find that twice in our lives, but you're gonna find that in this person. It's like Jean was saying, something in your past is going to connect y'all. But at the same time, it's going to just feel like it was always meant to be. It's just that companionship is going to be there. And then I pull for you, it's time to shine. So don't hide your light under a bushel. Let everybody see the light within you. Let it out. I think that's going to be something that's going to draw him to you, is he's going to see that light and be like, that's what I'm waiting for. That's what I've been looking for. And it's just, you're going to go together hand in glove. It's just going to fit. It's going to be quite remarkable. I'm getting goosebumps just looking at what they're showing me. It is really great. Wow. I mean, I got goosebumps all up and down my arms now.
Wow, they're truth bumps.
Absolutely. I like that. Truth bumps.
Spirit validates
okay.
through that.
All right, hippie hiker. Okay, yeah, that's right. You're a teacher. I forgot about that. I'm being told to think about the pressure the principal is under. And that could be why she is not managing well. There's something they're going through. That's just what I heard in my head. So let's see if I get anything else.
I think that tons of mistrust and fear is in the air, hippie hiker. And I think it's in the air. And I think that everybody has fear, and it causes, sort of imaginations to go wild, or if somebody were to park in somebody else's parking spot by accident, they would make a mountain out of a molehill, just because the energies, and everybody's so sensitive, everybody's so touchy. But it's interesting that you think that it's the principal that's bringing this energy in, which is, I mean, that principal would not want the energy in, and the principal would, oh my gosh, I pulled the Hierophant. So it's the
You're
principal.
kidding.
It's the principal.
That's
Hippie
what I
hiker,
do.
your psychic girlfriend. And
Look,
was this a yes card? Oh my gosh.
I drew the same card.
Wow. The man in charge. You're right. Is the principal a male? I didn't even think. Well, whatever it is, it's the person in charge. And that's a shame. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. And it's easier said than done, but try not to get mixed up into the the rumors and the what do you call that? When
The
people
rumor
talk
mill,
behind each
yeah,
other's
just
back. Yeah.
stay clear.
Gossip.
Don't get into
Try
the
not to
gossip.
gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people need to vent. You can listen or whatever. I'm not telling you what to do, but try not to get involved. Just say, I'm sorry to hear that. And that's it, instead of saying, well, I heard, try to keep it to a minimum. Yeah, this is not, let me just see what this says.
A female
Abundance,
principal. This is her first year in
manifestation.
school. Okay.
She avoids the teacher's lounge. I think that she thinks she needs to rule with an iron fist, and that's a shame, because it's not necessary. If she was awarded the job appropriately, then she has nothing to prove. But she's going about it with the, you know, the iron fist, or the, you know, it's her insecurity, I think, maybe creating something like that. But I do feel as though after the break, whatever, if it's the holiday, the Thanksgiving break, or the holiday break, things will change, die down, and it has a lot to do with this energy, the astrological energies as well. So, what I would recommend, hippie hiker, is just send her lots of pink energy, pink love energy, and self love energy, and hope that she is sort of like soothed and calmed down, so that her energy isn't so spiky around everybody. And it like, if she calms down and gets level headed and has this compassionate energy around her, it'll ripple out to others.
Very good. And yes, MLR, I've got a nap scheduled for this afternoon, or I would never make it till tonight. Well, like y'all saw, I pulled the Hierophant as well. So yeah, that's your principal there. And for what you were saying, it's her first year. So that's probably why I was feeling like she's under pressure to try to meet certain goals that the school board or the board for that school has heaped on her. And that can be very difficult to deal with your first year in. And then I pulled the burden of choice. And so I feel like Jean was saying, she's trying to rule with an iron fist instead of just relaxing into the job. So that's a burden of choice for her that's going to either make her staff, which is all of the faculty members, that's either going to get them so keyed up that they can't do their jobs well. You know, hopefully that once things start happening, she'll kind of calm down and relax into the job so that everyone else can relax into their job. I work in the education field. I mean, granted, I'm at a university, but it's the same thing. We don't have a principal, we have a director and a dean that's across the building. They're on one side of the building, we're on the other, but we're literally across the hall from each other. So it can be very, I know just from watching my director, because he's only been there for about 3 years now, when he first came in, and you could feel the kinetic energy around him as he was trying to get all the steps and kind of mesh with all the different faculty at different stages of their job and different levels. And I just remember thinking at the time, boy, I would not want his job, because faculty can really be difficult to handle. But this is talking about choosing the higher ground. So that's a message for you to choose the higher ground. Don't do anything that's going to bring serious consequences towards you. Try to be the person that's there to offer encouragement and or help to the new principal. It says unconscious choice makings. So that's where that reaching out and just letting the person know, hey, you know, if you need help with something, let me know. Maybe chill out when you're dealing with teacher so and so. that's a sticky situation because some principals, as in deans and directors as well, they're not interested in what anybody else thinks. They've got their agenda, and that's all that matters. But what I'm picking up in the energy is that she's under a lot of pressure here to attain certain goals, certain levels in this first year. And so that's got her really wound up tight as a drum. So it may take a little time for her to relax into the job and maybe loosen that grip a little bit so that everybody doesn't feel like they're in a vice while they're trying to deal with her.
I would buy her a little plant or something for her desk, or even buy her
Yes.
like a little crystal or something for her desk, and just say, "I just thought you'd like this," and it'll help to help her remember that she's just a person and a soul, and there's other people and other souls also there. It's that perspective. That's a shame that you guys are going through that. But it doesn't condone her abruptness, but you can maybe have a little compassion and support her with the sending love and compassion to hope to help the situation and everybody by doing that. And it's not like you're kissing up to her. It's just like you're saying, here, relax. Look at this. Look at this when you feel stressed. Don't take it out on somebody else. You know, um, just say, I had an extra one. I thought you might like it, so that she doesn't feel obligated. But
yeah, I mean, her putting teachers to tears is not good. So MLR said, I'm female and have only ever had issues with female bosses who were insecure in their power. Yeah. Like I said, I'm feeling she's under some really strong, you have to achieve these levels in this amount of time. And being new at the job there, that could be why she's almost like, a general coming in and attacking everybody. So it's going to be up to the faculty to get her to relax a little bit. To know, hey, we all know what we're doing. We're going to help you hit these goals. Mellow out,
help us help you. Yeah.
Yeah. Help that perfect. Help us help you. Exactly. All
That
right.
was a good
Let's see.
question, Hippie Hiker. And it's so sweet of you to ask.
Absolutely.
And Hippie Hiker, you are intuitive and psychic yourself. She knew right away who it was. We didn't have to pull the Hierophant. She knew we were going to pull the Hierophant before it came out.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's funny. That's funny. We both did that.
That's when you know Spirit's really talking to you, when you both pull the same card. It's like Helen and Nathan and I were doing that earlier. We kept pulling the same cards. It was like, okay, this is getting weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up we have Adamar, who would do see health and energy getting better. And we're not doctors, so we can't give you medical advice, but we can certainly look at the energy around that.
I did get that you were empathic, Adam, and that you're feeling the collective, the weight of the collective. Also, again, the astrological lineups are very heavy, dense energy. And I am also feeling this. It's sleepy. It's not just tired, like exhausted. I feel like I need more sleep. It happens when the seasons change, but still, there's something about needing more sleep. And either that or you are astral traveling at night and not getting all of your REM sleep that you need. Um, there's, I'm sure that you're doing all the right things, keeping the caffeine down and making sure like you prepare to go to sleep, like maybe, 30 to 60 minutes before you're actually in the bed. Like turn off all of your devices so that you don't have that blue light stimulation. Don't have anything blaring. Don't be watching, like a bar fight right before you go to bed. All of these things and help to, because you're sensitive, help to calm down your system and get it ready for sleep. Maybe read a book or do something quiet and silent. And I think that you are an empath and empathic, and that you're feeling the weight of the world and the astrological energies. You're HSP too, highly sensitive person as well. Yeah. And if you're sleepy, sleep. If you're sleepy, nap. And I hope it's not the show that's making you sleepy. Nap. Nap.
My brother teaches high school. And when he gets home in the afternoon, he will go lay down and sleep for like an hour. I'm like dead to the world. He'll go to sleep. He'll wake up. He'll be up for an hour or two, eat, do stuff, whatever is on his schedule. And he'll go lay back down and go back to sleep again for an hour or so. Then he'll get back up, and he'll do that 2 or 3 times in the evenings. He'll go sleep for a little bit, and then he'll get back up. And then around, 10 o'clock, he hits the sacks because he's got to get up at 5 a.m. I'm usually up about 30 minutes after he gets up. So, it's, if you're getting really sleepy, then there's a reason why you need that extra sleep. See if you can take just little short naps throughout the day. I mean, I know when I go to lunch, I'll take like a 20-minute power nap if I can. Just kick back under the trees in my chair, and I'll just lean back and close my eyes and set the alarm on my phone, and I'll just kind of doze off for 15 or 20 minutes. It kind of gives me that boost for the afternoon.
Yeah. Be careful with the carbs going in. They're refining a lot of the flours and the pastas, and they're highly refined,
Yeah.
and even the sugar is refined. Try and eat as much whole foods as you can, and be careful with those carbs. You know how when you
Water.
eat a Thanksgiving Day turkey, or Thanksgiving Day, with all those carbs, everybody just goes and passes out and has a nap afterward. But the quality of the food is not as great as it used to be. And our habits, we cannot sustain. We can't eat the ho-hos anymore. We have to eat, like a piece of fruit or something. But yeah,
I'm sitting there saying this as I'm munching on potato chips, which is so healthy.
But it's important to keep that in mind as well, because what we put in, we get out, we get back out. So, but all the best to you, Adam. I hope that you are feeling better really soon, and thank you for asking your question. I can feel your energy, your empathic energy, your kindness. Mm-hmm.
I pull for you. It says spacious mind and soul. And what I'm feeling like this is saying is that there is so much more that spirit wants you to learn. And I think Jean hit it when she said you're getting downloads at night, and that will disrupt your sleep. Maybe take a moment, a little bit of quiet time, and just talk to your spirit guides and say, I know you're sending me information. You're trying to help me move along the path here, but I need sleep. Can you please maybe no more than an hour a night, or only do downloads when I first lay down, not when I'm in deep REM sleep. Let me sleep. Sometimes we have to remind them that we're just human and we need sleep. I know when I first started getting downloads, it was really cool until they did it when I was driving one day, and I almost wrecked the car, because when they start downloading to me, I'm like go into almost a trance-like state. I was like, okay. I had to tell them, y'all can't do it when I'm operating heavy equipment or driving the car. Just, that's a no. So wait till I'm kicked back on the patio and just chilling out on music, or wait till I'm getting ready to go to bed. That's a good time, because then I'm in the right headspace for it. But not when I'm trying to maneuver around traffic at 5 o'clock in the evening when everybody and their brother is trying to get home. So I feel like that's where you need to remind them, you need your sleep. You're human. But that's also part of your strength, is what I got. Is the fact that they feel like you can take this information on, and that it's going to be to your benefit and to the benefit of others around you. But again, you just have to remind them, I'm human. I need to eat. I need to sleep. I need to pee. So take that into consideration with your time schedules. Because I think sometimes spirit forgets that we have all the bodily functions that we have to deal with. I hope that helps, Adamar. Okay. Next up, we have Anna Grenache. A reading for October.
They all love your cards, Sherry. They're like, I love Sherry's cards.
Oh, cool. Yeah, this is the first time I'm using these. These are new decks. I just got them. And I kind of work with them, just me one-on-one with the cards. When I first get a deck and open it before I start using them to read on. And I finally got through these 2 decks. I've got a stack more over here waiting for my input. But I am loving this new, what's it called again? Intuitive Whispers Oracle. This is the back of the cards. Is that not gorgeous? But yeah, I'm loving these.
So, Anna, what I was getting for you, I feel like you're having some sort of a celebration in October. And I know that there is Halloween, but I don't know if you have like a fall festival or fall days, or I don't know. There's something about a celebration I see, because it's not like a holiday. I just see a celebration. So I'm not sure if there's a birthday, or if there's a baby shower, or if there's, something like this, that, or even a bridal shower or something, or even a wedding. But there's a celebration. Oh, you're going on vacation, Anna, in October. Good for you. Yeah, you're going to be celebrating, girlfriend. This is going to be a wonderful time. This is going to be a time of celebration, of coming together, sort of reigniting the connection to your higher self as well. It'll be time of upliftment. You'll feel uplifted, is like the joy and the upliftment I feel. That's why it was like a celebration, and joy, and other family members, perhaps, or just new people. But there's a lot of joy, and it takes you out of the rat race, so to speak. And forgive me for my lack of terminology, just out of the grind. And it's good. It's a good change of scenery for you. It's a good change of focus for you. It's a good change of routine for you, or scheduling for you. Everything's going to be really, really good. And you'll be like really renewed, elated. I don't know if you're going on a cruise, but I see you looking at tropical things. I don't know if you're going to the south or on a cruise, but you might be looking at tropical flowers, or a tropical garden, or something around this type of beauty. But you're really going to enjoy yourself. You're going to be outside a little more than usual, and I see you really enjoying yourself, and it's somewhat educational too. So you're going to learn some things. You're going to, I think you'll meet people. I think it's going to be good. Oh, Panama Beach City. Look at that. Your son with your son and grandson. How lovely. Oh my gosh, Anna, you'll have to tell us all about it. I see this as a beautiful time together. I really do. Beautiful memories.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing I got for you was 9 of Cups. So that's abundance. That's good things coming your way. You're gonna have a lot of fun on this trip. There's gonna be a lot of emotional satisfaction of just laying on the beach and soaking up the sun. I'm assuming you're talking about Panama City Beach in Florida. I used to live in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. That's just down the road a ways. So yeah. It's a beautiful, beautiful area if that's where it is you're going to. But just enjoy. I mean, they've got the whitest sand in that area and turquoise blue water that is just breathtaking. And just that in and of itself is so relaxing just to lay there and just kind of soak up the sun. Oh, I'm jealous now. I want to go back to the beach so bad. So I was hoping to make it this summer, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And then I pulled for you, all eyes are open. And this talks about inspired vision, clarity, perception, revelation. It's a lot of stuff coming at you, but that's because all eyes are open. I think you're going to get some significant downloads while you're at the beach. Once you get into that relaxation mode and you're just kicking back with your margarita and your feet in the water, and things are going to start coming to you that's going to help you make decisions on stuff coming up. And definitely take pictures so I can just be that much more jealous and come and share them with us. For sure. Okay.
Enjoy yourself,
Next,
Anna.
for sure. You deserve it. That's the other thing I'm hearing. It's well deserved. A JWB 52Z. What is that? Like your license plate number? I had an old car once. That's what we used for a password for years, was the license plate number on the back. And being able to the nursing home I'm living in. Having a house one day.
I think if anything happens, I think that you might fall in love with one of your nurses and she'll bring you home and take care of you there. I don't know. I don't
Hey,
know.
that works for me.
Like, I feel like you're going to be moving into somebody else's house. And so when you said, and having a regular house one day, you didn't say a house of my own, but I read it as if you said a house of your own. And I heard that you'll be moving into somebody else's house. And I do feel as though it's going to be like, it'll be, I don't know how to put this. I don't know if insurance will tell you or something will be come up where somebody else will be able to have an opportunity to take care of a certain level of nursing patients, or people who need care, around the clock care, or and if you can, there'll be like another person who's able to do this on their own as a private industry or a private practitioner, is take care of people in their home. And this is what I feel you might be able to do. Is it's not a group home. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying maybe somebody else, you'll be under somebody else's care. But I don't know if it's this person, if they bring people in, or if it's their like sort of job that they do. I don't something, but I do feel it's more of a privatized kind of a environment, and a lot more home feeling. But it's still, you still would have care there, somebody in charge of your care, I feel. How about you, Sherry?
The first thing I pulled was the 5 of Wands. So, sorry. I feel like you feel like you're in a battle right now, a conflicting battle that you're wanting out. They're keeping you there. But I'm also very strongly picking up that it's not for long. You're not going to be there much longer. And then I drew for you intuitive journaling. Get yourself a notebook and a pen, and don't. It's almost like automatic writing, basically, is what intuitive journaling is. Just sit with the pen on the paper and just scribble, and just whatever comes out, comes out. Don't think about it. Don't look down at it. Spelling doesn't count, nor does grammar. And just write and see what you pick up and what you get. I really feel like this type of journaling is going to be very beneficial to you, and it's going to open some doors for you to let you kind of see things from a higher perspective, like removing yourself to look down at what is going on, that higher perspective, so you can make better decisions. But yeah, I don't feel like you're going to be there much longer. It definitely feels like you're going to be moving on fairly soon here. And Jean, we're at an hour and 3 minutes. We've got 4 questions left. Are you good with that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. I just want to make sure you didn't have something else on your plate.
No, that should turn out just perfect.
Okay, great. Okay. El Castillo. Something about. All right, never mind. I don't know what that meant. I must have started the wrong one. I'll have to go back and look. Okay, Lacy Gray. First thing I heard was relax. Okay. That's all I just picked up just off the top of my head.
I would write down the pros and cons, Lacey, and make sure that the integral part, it does this Tony do what he says he's going to do? Does he show up when he says he's going to show up? Does he call when he says he's going to call? Do his words match his actions? Is he reliable? And is he authentic? I don't know, the minute somebody starts skirting around the truth, they have something to hide, or they want to play the field, which is fine, but they have to tell you that. But so I would trust your instincts, but validate them. Learn to validate them. So that would be your action step. And so it's not just going on your intuition. Your intuition says, oh, check this out. Oh, be on guard. Maybe I should write down a list that says, does he say everything? Does he do everything he says he's going to do? Does he call when he says he's going to call? Does he show up? These things are really very simple and fundamental. If somebody wants to be with you and wants to honestly have a relationship with you, they are going to let you know when they're going to be there. They are going to call when they say they're going to call, and what they say matches what they do. It's really simple. They don't have to make something up. If you feel like somebody is not being straight with you, then and use your intuition as a time to analyze the situation. Like take a moment and review what is actually going on. So it is hard. It is hard because I think I had a similar situation that I was dating somebody for like 3 years, and then starting out and getting back out there after we broke up was like the hardest thing. I was like, nope, right away. But all I did was, and tell yourself that I'm just learning how I interact with different people's energies. You're not, interviewing the groom here. You're just interviewing. You're just figuring out what type of energies are you comfortable with and what type of energies that you're not. And this is what I did. I went out with the different guys, and I got the heebie-jeebies from some of them, but they were perfectly fine, but I still got the heebie-jeebies. And the other ones I thought were wonderful, but they didn't do what they said they were going to do. So I really had to learn your own discernment and just do like the numbers game. Try not to, there's like a strong emotional charge to this, and just take it one step at a time and almost like interview the situation. But you are very, very sensitive, Lacey, and I would use your intuition to listen to your intuition when there's a little bit of a flag going up, and look closer.
Absolutely. The first thing I pulled was split your focus. And I think that at the moment you're so focused on Tony and a chance for him that you're missing everything else that's going on around you. If Tony is not meant, they're telling me I don't want to put it the way they're telling me. Kind of rude. The person meant for you is not there yet because they're still being worked on. Spirit's going to put you together when you're both ready. So unsplit your focus and focus on what you want. What kind of partner do you want to be with? What kind of qualities do you want this person to have? What will you and will you not accept as proper behavior? Does somebody talking down to you bother you? Well, then don't be around people that do that, because that's all they know and it's not going to change. Whatever you're seeing in the dating stage, you're going to amplify that times 100 if it gets serious, because then the walls come down and people's real self comes through. I think you have to be very clear about what it is you want. Tell Spirit exactly what kind of person you want them to hook you up with. And they're either going to start changing Tony to meet those needs, or they're going to bring somebody else into your life and you're going to be like, bye, Tony, I'm out of here. And there's no regrets. But first, you got to know what it is you want. And whatever kind of character that you're wanting in a partner, make sure that that's a character that you exude. In other words, if you're wanting honesty, then you be honest. If you're wanting loyalty, then you be loyal. If you're wanting somebody that can laugh and have fun, laugh and have fun. And if there's somebody around you or this Tony person that's with you, if they can't meet those same standard characterizations that you're exhibiting, but they can't go there, then that's not going to be a relationship that's going to be very, very positive. I mean, I've got room to talk. I've been a widow now for 23 years, so 23 years. I tried the dating thing. I went down that route, and it was like, you know what? I'm just not finding anybody that meets the standards I have of the kind of person they need to be and how I expect them to treat me. Because you're going to be treated in whatever way that you allow people to see you be treated. If folks see others belittling you, putting you down, and you take it, then that's the kind of people that are going to hang around you because they think, oh, I can do that too. But if they see that you're the kind of person that expects good manners, honesty, devotion, loyalty, if that's what you're putting out, then that's what Spirit's going to be bringing into you. So be very clear. And the other card I pulled says, all the time in the world, there's no rush. You don't have to find someone tomorrow. And it's okay to be on your own. Trust me, I know. I've been doing it for 23 years, and it would have to be something really remarkable to come along to make me shift my whole life and how I operate. And I've told Spirit, I'm not looking anymore. If there's somebody out there for me you want me to be with, you're going to have to come park his butt at my front door knocking, saying, hello, I'm here. I said, otherwise it's not going to happen because I'm not going to go look. I went down that road. I'm just not going there anymore. Perfectly happy on my own. I have my family around me. I have my animals. I have my friends. I have Spirit. I'm not really missing anything, or it doesn't feel like I'm missing anything. So be fulfilled for yourself. If you can just spend time with you and not needing somebody else to plug in to kind of charge your battery, then that's when you're ready to start looking. Because we can't be expected to fulfill someone else's needs. They have to do that on their own. And then we support that as we get to know them and get closer. But we're not the battery charger. We're the supporter that's there to help them on their walk along the way, as they're going to be there to help you on your walk along the way. I hope I'm saying that right, because they're talking crazy in my head and I'm trying to decipher what they're trying to say. So
I think that's great advice.
Good. At least somebody understood me, because I feel like I've just when in a complete circle. Bora Bora said it perfectly. Some men are just looking for a nurse or a purse. Yeah, you don't want that. You want somebody that's confident in their own selves, that they don't need you to fill holes. And they don't have to fill your holes. You're just there to support each other. Anyway, okay, enough. I hope I'm making sense there. I'm just rambling now. Okay, Mama Sushi. Uses pregnancy or a message from my baby boy around me.
Well, I do feel as though your son is saying that he loves you and that he'll never forget the beating of your heart. The energy and the soul bond that you have with your son is everlasting, and you will see each other again one day. Not anytime soon, but you will. And he says that he knows that you hold his memory in your heart, and I think that's really beautiful and lovely. And he says, I'm okay, Mom. I'm okay. I feel like he's working on getting his brothers and sisters to come in because you're looking to get pregnant again. And I feel like he's helping you. He's with, because we're all soul family. I feel like he's working with the other souls on the other side who are coming in to reincarnate through you. I feel like he's working with them. Like he's like, I've been there. You guys can do this. There's some similarity, some energetic, some just unconditional love that they are together up there and really just love you so much. And they are so looking forward to being another child, or having you for their mom. And I feel like your son is working with them. Like they're all these little souls on the other side working together. And I had said this to somebody else, but I'll tell you, Mama Sushi, just so you know. You know how we all come into this world, and because of our astrological sign, or the way that our birth chart is made up, and it tells so much about us in our life. I felt a soul of somebody's unborn child coming in, but the soul was like somebody was doing jump rope, like double dutch jump rope, and the soul was like going like this, ready to jump in, but they were waiting until the right rhythm of the jump rope to jump in right at the right time. So it's very much a timing thing, and it's very much I feel like they know they're coming, they want to come, they're planning on coming, they're just waiting for the stars to align, literally. And none of us have any control over this, and there's always perfect time. Every moment is a perfect time. But I do feel as though they wait for that moment to come in. And it has to do with the orchestration of their life, and who they're going to meet, and who they're going to be, and who they're going to grow up with. And, there's so many things. The divine orchestration is so vast that it really has a lot to do with this coming in. And I feel like they pre-plan their lives a little more intensely, or a little more specifically these days, instead of just coming down haphazardly and letting your life, reveal itself. So I do feel like it's a little bit more planned, and it's planned through you. And I just want to see, is Mama Sushi, will she give birth to a healthy, happy, healthy child one day? Yes, you will have a happy and healthy child one day. Will Mama Sushi find out that she's pregnant with this happy, healthy child before December of 24? No. Will Mama Sushi find out that she's going to be pregnant with this happy, healthy child that will grow up to be a wonderful child? Will she find out that she's pregnant by June 1st of 2025? Yes. Will she find out she's pregnant by March 1st of 2025? Yes. Will she find out she's pregnant by January 1st of 2025? And it's changing to a no. It's changing right over. Will she find out by March or February 1st of 2025? A little bitty yes, it says around that time. So I would say sometime in the first quarter of next year. I don't, but I think it's a wonderful time. I think that, you know, all the best to you. And I know it's not easy. And you're a wonderful mama, and your son loves you. Your son loves you unconditionally, and he's like, I'm going to help, Mom. I'm going to help.
I pulled the Three of Wands, and my first thought was, why Three of Wands? And then I realized he's working with all those babies up there, trying to figure out which one is the best one for you. Because he's being very particular. This is my mama. We have to find the right person to come in and treat her right and be the best son or daughter they can be for her. And so this is a lot of teamwork going on on the other side to get the right one to you. That's exciting. And then I pull the Seven of Cups. There's so many choices that it's kind of blowing his mind. He's like, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one. So maybe that means you're going to have more than one. Hopefully not at the same time, but that would be a little much.
That's
But
what I thought.
I'm seeing lots of choices here. And so he's got his team up there, and they're working, and they're being like just blasted with the choices of me, pick me, pick me. So I see it happening. Yeah, I'm not talking tomorrow, but it's gonna happen. Again, relax into it. That's the biggest help we can give spirit, is to not get so wound up about it ourselves that we can't focus on anything else. Because in that sense, then we tend to block out what may be just right for us. So you got to relax into it. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. And there are teams up there working to pick just the right one for you.
Mm-hmm. And you can focus when my child gets here, I'm gonna plan to homeschool him. When my child gets here, I'm gonna send him to ballerina lessons. When my child gets here, I think we're gonna take a vacation when they turn 10. When my child gets here, I'm gonna let them be Frankenstein for Halloween. Plan their life, look ahead, plan the joyous times. Have the energy as if it's already happened, and that what joy life will be, and you want to resonate in that frequency is what Sherry, I think, was what Sherry's saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm getting. You, so yeah, very best. All right, last question. And then we're going to be wrapping this up because Jean has other obligations and I am starving and need to go eat and take my nap for tonight. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. So she passed me. which loved one who's passed sends me coins, pennies and dimes mostly? I'm getting a father figure. That's the first thing I saw was like a father figure. I don't know, a dad, a granddad, an uncle. It's like, put this in your jar. Let's fill up the jar. That's what I'm hearing. Put this in your jar. Let's fill up the jar.
I'm getting father too. It might be an uncle, but I'd get no for grandfather, yes for father, and a little yes for uncle. And as I'm asking who sends the dimes and coins, I heard that there's I don't know if it's your mother or your grandmother, your female ancestors say, tell her we're the ones sending her the rainbows. So you didn't ask that, but and I'm just going to say it. And I also saw this woman. This woman had like sort of thinning gray hair, and it was sort of like standing up, but very short, thinning gray hair. And she had like a little bald nose, and she didn't wear much makeup, but she was short in stature and a little bit of extra weight, but pretty much, pretty not too much. She's just a little maybe thick around the middle, but she came around the corner and came out around the corner when I was meditating earlier today, and just sort of said, I'm here. So I don't know if is that your Mima? Is it really your Mima? Or was she saying that about the rainbow? But I don't know if it's somebody that you recognize, but it was very unusual that she came around. She was very happy and joyful, and just came around the corner and looked at me right in my eye. And that's pretty rare that I get like a premonition or somebody coming in before it. And I had totally forgotten until just now. So maybe that's why she reminded me. Tell her about it. Tell her about it.
That's cool.
Is it really your Mima? Is she the one sending you the rainbows? And your dad or your grandfather sending you or your dad or your uncle sending you the coins?
Yeah.
She had like a little bald nose and really short hair, but thin, like you could see her scalp through her thin gray hair. Yeah,
she was maybe 5 feet. Yeah, okay. Like my mama. My mama was a little round woman. There's those apps online where you can put your picture in and it'll age you to see what you'll look like in 10 or 20 years.
I did it. One.
Yeah, really. But I did it one time just to see who would I look like in 10 or 20 years. I was like the exact picture of my mama, my great grandmother.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
I was like, holy moly, man! If I hadn't known that it was me that did the picture, I'd have thought it was a picture of her. It was like, well, if I can live to 98, then I'll be happy with that. She had a nice long life. So
El Castillo said they were skipped, but they donated.
Oh, well, thank you, El Castillo. I appreciate it.
If it's a quick one, we can do it. Let's see what they say.
Yeah, if it's a quick question, we can squeeze it in real fast. Put it in the chat real quick. I didn't get a notice. Unless you were
Thank you, Sharon Sipe. That was really sweet. I don't know if El Castillo, we can find it. Try and pop it in again if you can cut and paste.
I mean, are you Catherine? If you're Catherine, then yeah, okay, I got the notice, but I didn't know who that was.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
She's still showing up in chat. If I try to put her name in.
So I do see something at 2:55. She says, is there any message from my loved ones on the other side? Do you want to give me a name of somebody so that it's a little quicker? You're welcome, Cheap Ass Me. Yes, I did say it like that. Thought that was funny.
Oh my goodness.
Instead of shape us me. That's funny. You guys make me crack up.
Oh God, yes.
Did you
Very
see the
much
255 one? She's at 255.
That's what I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
255.
I know.
Sometimes chat moves so fast. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. And let us know, like, just say my mom, Mary, or my brother, Joe, or just let us know who it is you'd like to connect with. So that, since we're squeezing it in, we don't have a lot of time to search.
I'll tell you what, I will just... Anna says she loves your laugh, dude.
Thanks, Anna. I do need to laugh more, but you guys crack me up so much. It's funny. And that little name, just makes me laugh.
I'm going to pull a quick card for you.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll give a message. Never fails. My phone never rings. The minute I get online, it starts ringing like crazy.
Well, I can tell you in general, Catherine, that your loved ones are closer to you now than they were when the day that they passed. There are ways and energies and changes in the frequency, and they say the veil is thinning, and that we can see and communicate with the other side. But a good friend of mine, Terry Lee, says, but they can come down closer to us now. That's the veil is thinning for them too. And I thought, I never thought of it that way. I can't believe it. They are here close to us, close to our hearts, and they are watching over us. And they are very much in, they're very much invested in our well-being, our happiness, and they help us to move through life. And they encourage us. Like if you want to do something, but you're like, no, I'll do it tomorrow. And then you're like, you feel this, they help us by nudging us. They help us by some of the messages that we receive from our loved ones on the other side come through our own bodies. Like we get like either the chills, or we get like a nudge, or we get like a pulling in your solar plexus. It feels like you're pulled to do something. Hey, Marina, I'm going on Marina. Marina, I'll be there in a few minutes.
I'm sorry, I kept her late.
Show next. But and they just want you to know that they are there. They are supporting you. They are sending you signs, synchronicities, and they just want you to trust what you see, feel, and sense, because it is them all around. But I haven't heard back from her. I don't know if she just said that
either.
left. Yeah.
I pulled for you. Move your body to move your emotion. I think they're just trying to send a message of get up and move. Go walking, go dancing, go swing on a swing set, whatever. But get up and move. And that's going to bring in memories of them when you do that. And we're going to wrap that up because Marina is patiently waiting for Jean to go on her show because I kept her over.
Well, you need a nap there, Miss
and
Sherry.
I
Miss
need to go
Miss
eat
Midnight.
and go zap my food in the microwave and
That's right.
and eat while I watch y'all, and then I'm gonna go take my nap, and I'll see y'all back tonight at 11. I have Chrissy Footprint Tarot is supposed to join me tonight at 11, all the way from Australia. So that ought to be fun. And thank y'all for coming. Jean, thank you so much for being my guest again.
It was a lot of
And
fun, Sherry.
we will talk to you.